Hey, what's up? I'm Rekeema. Welcome to Detaileddream, where the primary focus is to expose you to the expansive world of luxury goods for yourself and your home. In today's conversation, we'll be talking about Tom Ford, his candles more specifically.
So if you're excited in life, you're going to be better at what you're creating.
I've been getting a lot of requests on what my thoughts are about his candles and if they're really worth that high price tag they carry. I'm actually a big fan of what Tom Ford has created, from his incredible, iconic fashion pieces to his iconic fragrances. Definitely one of my favorite designer fragrance houses. My current signature scent for the evening is actually Fougere d'Argent. It's a very addicting scent and wears perfect on my skin. I don't hear too many people talk about this scent, which is something I personally look for in fragrances. Makes me feel like I'm wearing something a little exclusive. If you haven't put your nose to that fragrance yet, do yourself a favor and find your nearest department store, Nordstrom, Bloomingdales, and test it out, and thank me later. In my personal opinion, each Tom Ford scent, every single one, carries this provocative touch to them. Oh, the scent trail you leave behind when walking will have people looking back to see where that scent is coming from. It works like a charm. Putting on a Tom Ford fragrance is an experience. When you put it on, you begin to walk and talk with this incredible confidence. Chin up, back straight, and taking every step with a purpose. At least this is how I feel. And when it comes to my home, my space, my safe haven, it has to represent much of that same feeling, and I found with Tom Ford candles, it provides that. Luxury scents that also has quality at the same time, giving my space an addicting aroma like receiving a warm embrace from someone you love. I was recently in Nordstrom. I don't know why I still go in there when I know the outcome. Fortunately for me, the Grove location in LA doesn't have a home section as large as the Nordstrom in New York. I was actually looking for something to buy this time. I was looking for a specific candle to add to my winter rotation. You'll find out about that in an upcoming video. I didn't find it there, but I did walk past the Tom Ford display and noticed the candles, of course. They didn't have any of the candles on display so I could smell the cold throw, but they did have the fragrances that I can use as a reference to get an idea of how they should smell. It was between Effing Fabulous, which is probably my favorite overall Tom Ford scent, and the other was Oud Wood, both incredible scents from the Private Blend collection. I believe most, if not all, the candle scents are from the Private Blend collection. If you don't know, the Private Blends are Tom Ford's most personal and unique scents. After going back and forth between the two because I was not going to buy both, I decided to go with Oud Wood only because I prefer to wear Effing Fabulous as a fragrance. Like I said, it's my favorite Tom Ford scent, and I didn't want the candle to make a bad impression of it if it turned out to be mediocre. If that makes any sense. After spending some time with this Oud Wood candle, I may have to go back and pick up the Effing Fabulous scent because the seduction from this candle is potent. I was praying that the scent of this candle was close to the actual fragrance, and I still decided to take a chance because it's Tom Ford. It's a brand I'm very familiar with. However, the candles carry what I like to call the Tom Ford tax. It doesn't hit the pockets as hard as the fragrances, but the price comparative to the size of this candle definitely makes it feel like it. We'll get to the details in a second. I was very happy to find out that it was like they dumped the fragrance oils from the parfum directly into the candle. It's the exact scent. Very happy about that. The unboxing experience you get with the candles is the same as you get with the fragrances. I find that to be a nice touch. When you remove the lid, you are presented with the candle that's tucked inside. You will also get a burst of that amazing scent, of course. Removing the candle and taking a closer look at the vessel, you'll see it's an incredible, well-made glass vessel. I love a robust vessel. It just adds to the overall experience. If you look closely towards the bottom of the vessel, it looks like a glass within a glass with a rounded bottom detail on the inside. You'll also see that same detail with the fragrance bottles. I only wish the vessel was fully see-through so you can see the flame glow from the inside as it burns down. I would also recommend keeping the box for storage because it doesn't come with a lid, unfortunately. So, Oud Wood. Tom Ford describes Oud Wood as an enveloping rare oud, exotic spices, and cardamom, then exposes its rich and dark blend of sensuality. Going back to how I mentioned, each fragrance has this provocative touch to them. Oud Wood is one of the best scents coming from the house of Tom Ford, in my opinion. It's full of provocative, compelling notes described as a groundbreaking composition of exotic smoky woods with rare oud, sandalwood, rosewood, eastern spices, and sensual amber. This scent is very deep, warm, rich, and woody, and when I say deep, it's kind of intense. This has to be one of the deepest woody scents I've experienced that's full of life and character. I would say this is more of a masculine scent. Even though Tom Ford scents are considered genderless, I feel because of the heavy woodiness this candle carry, that's what makes it lean more masculine for me. With the cooler weather we now have, this candle is going to work wonders with that warming feeling it provides. This has an aroma that makes you only want to burn this exclusively in the cool evening hours. Imagine being in a dimly lit library full of vintage books, or think of relaxing on a cool winter night on a leather lounge chair in silk Tom Ford pajamas, enjoying a good movie or conversation with your favorite person over snacks and wine. That's my ideal night. Now, this scent isn't overly spicy. More than anything, I'm picking up a beautiful resinous oud. That's the clear star in this scent, along with a bit of amber. I just hope this lasts for the rest of the year because the way this scent has me hooked, I'm going to burn a hole straight through the bottom. I really need to calm down on it and set it to the side because, to be completely honest with you, this candle is worth it, but it's overpriced as well. I'm talking in the same realm as a Trudon candle. I don't burn those candles often, so I need to approach this one the same way. Now, the reason I say it's overpriced is the size of this candle is only 7 ounces and costs about $140. You know, because of the Tom Ford tax. This also only has a 40-hour burn time that can go quick if you're burning it daily. On the other hand, just for comparison of what else you can get in this price range, a classic Trudon candle sits at 9.5 ounces and costs about the same, but you can often find them on sale at different retailers. And they have about a 60-hour burn time. It only comes down to what you personally find worth it or not. Tom Ford candles are worth it if you're invested into the ecosystem of his fragrances and you want that same fragrance experience extended into scenting your home. I would suggest, if you're interested in these candles, to find them on sale if you can, or use a coupon code of some sort to get them at a discount because this is at most a $70 candle. The last time I checked, this specific scent is $98 at Bloomingdales, so if you have one near or if you already have the Oud fragrance for my Tom Ford collectors, give it a quick sniff because this is that exact scent. If you're happy with that, you'll be satisfied with this candle. As for the performance, I'm going to try not to get too excited because, to tell you the truth, I didn't have too much expectations for this candle. Not to sound harsh, I was expecting it to be another overpriced designer candle with a high price tag because of the name attached to it. I wasn't even expecting to bring this to the channel, but taking the chance on this scent was one of the best decisions. The overall scent combined with the performance and size makes this a great $70 candle. I'm not entirely sure what type of wax is used in this. I couldn't find it anywhere. I don't like to make assumptions, but I'm almost certain that it's some form of blend. I'm thinking maybe a parasoy. I'm not 100% on that. It burns very clean, so that's why I'm thinking it's a parasoy. Paraffin for the performance, and soy to make it burn more clean. I will mainly be using this with my candle warmer until I find out. The cold throw is moderate. Sitting close by, you'll catch occasional whiffs that makes you want to light it. You pick up that deep essence of oud that doesn't change its character while burning. The hot throw is moderate to a light strong with a warmth that's amplified to fill up a medium-sized room or a small open concept. It does take time for the scent to get thrown around a room, depending on the size of it. I purposely sit a good distance away while I'm testing performance, and this scent, it doesn't reach me until about an hour and a half. For context, I would say it's about a good 20 feet between me and the candle. A full melting cycle of the top wax takes about 3 hours at most, so that last hour and a half is when I enjoy this candle the most. For the size of this candle, I would say that's a pretty good performer. Just make this a 10-ounce candle with a 60-hour burn time, and possibly add in a second wick because wicks matter, and that will easily make this a $150 candle. I can only imagine the type of performance that will come from it. If you're a Tom Ford fragrance collector, these are your candles. If you already love Oud Wood as a fragrance, I don't think you'll be disappointed with this candle. Either you want that exact fragrance experience emitting through your home, or maybe just looking for a candle that smells exactly like a parfum, I would definitely look into the Tom Ford candles. But please, get them at a discount, if you can. Do not pay the Tom Ford tax on these candles. Oud Wood is $98 at Bloomingdales right now. I think the Tobacco Vanille candle is the same price as well. I know that scent is loved by so many people. I don't know how that candle performs since I don't have it. I can only speak on my experience with Oud Wood. I will have them both linked in the description for you. I don't want you to feel the pain I feel by paying full price for these candles and burn a hole straight through the bottom of the vessel because you can't get enough of the scent. I want you to get your money's worth with these candles, and who doesn't love a good discount?